These are the 8 p.m. marine observations for Friday. East wind 5 knots becoming southwest after midnight. Partly cloudy. Waves 2 feet or less. Sunday, west wind 5 to 10 knots becoming northwest in the afternoon. Sunny. Waves 2 feet or less.
At Hartel's Disposal, we are proud to be your local hauler for over 65 years and 3 generations. Our focus on customer service has allowed us to become the largest locally owned trash and recycling company in the greater Duluth area. Servicing both residential and commercial locations, we have disposal solutions for every need. Trash and recycling containers, dumpsters, and more. We have it all. Looking for a new and exciting career? We are now hiring for multiple positions. Visit us at hartels.com today.
Everyone has their own definition of home. For Dave and Susan Bauer, it's the road. But when a crash and rollover put the brakes on a trip to Florida and stranded the Bauers in the middle of nowhere, they needed to rely on a little help from their friends in the faraway land of West Bend. West Bend issued a check for the damages so quickly that they were able to continue on to Florida in a new truck pulling a brand new trailer, so they could still enjoy their non-refundable place in the sun. Ask your independent agent about putting a silver lining behind wherever it is you call home.
We are on the water. The plan for today is to make a long run. There's a good flat extending off of an island. Some good looking structure around there. Let's put the hammer down and see what happens. Area that I have dreamed about fishing for a long time. So a lot of very good structure here, almost too much structure. That's going to be our challenge. We don't know where these fish are going to be. So it's a very expansive kind of flat area, reef you can call it. 5 miles by 3 miles. 53-degree water. We're going to start out trolling. This is a spot that you're probably not going to want to jig on. I mean, fish could be anywhere. So start out trolling, try to locate these fish, get a feel for where they're at, what depth they're at, you know, kind of if they're orienting to steep shoreline breaks, you just don't know out here. So we're gonna troll around for a couple hours. It's already 8 a.m. I mean, it's a long run out to these spots, but so you kind of have to be efficient with your game plan and with your methodologies on how you go about your day, because you don't have much time and that wind could pick up any minute and you got to start running back. So long runs, but there's big potential out here. Let's get these baits down and see if we can connect with one. Hooked up, baby. That right there is the first piece of the puzzle to the day. It's not a giant, but you got to start somewhere. There is so much expansive structure out here. There's another fish right here. Just to locate one fish, we're just gonna get a feel for how big this one is. Who feels bigger? They feel about the same. Just to locate one fish, guys, and like, that's such a reward. I mean, you just don't know where these fish could be out here. Like, I mean, that's what's so much fun about out here is you just don't know what you could stumble upon. We've stumbled upon 2 5-pounders right here to start. Not too bad. I mean, it's what you like. I was just about to say though, like on camera, we could easily not catch a fish for 2, 3, 4 hours. I mean, That very well could happen, or could have happened. You just don't know out here, but we got 2 on right now, baby. The fun part's gonna be seeing what these fish look like. Complete new area, and the more we travel around the lake, the more you see and realize that fish in different parts of the lake look completely different. So I'm excited to see what these fish look like. Look at that. That's a cool looking trout. Woohoo, that's awesome. Oh, what an adrenaline rush. Let's get this guy unhooked back in the water and reel in that other fish too real quick. But first fish of the day, not a bad one, pretty. Got some red going on his fins. Nice, gorgeous, darker trout. Big top fin here. That's a pretty fish. Let's get it back and reel in that other one. I can still see that fish going down. This guy's just barely hooked here. There we go. That is 2 fish on a very remote piece of structure out here on Lake Superior. Not big, but man, it's just fun to get out here. Every fish is a bonus. Look at that. A little different than the last one, right? That last one had more red fins on it, a little darker in color. This one's more silver. This looks like a Duluth fish here. Fun. Let's get her back.
Oh, there's a fish. There we go. Starting to feel a little bit better now, actually. That's about the same size as the other 2 that we got. But it is a fish. Cannot complain. Out here in uncharted waters.
Planer board. That's what we like. That fish isn't happy. This is right on top of the hump. It didn't come up to 40 like the graph says, but we're in 54 right now. That was a spunky fish. It hit like a big one, but I'm guessing it's gonna be another 4 or 5 pounder. But there's nothing wrong with that. That fish hit like a ton of bricks. I might not be surprised if it's a salmon. We're in 49 feet right now. That's good. That's good. I see it on the surface back there. It's got silver. I can't tell if it's lake trout silver or salmon silver. It hit hard like a salmon though. That's a king, baby. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. Lake Superior Chinook out here in the abyss of Lake Superior. Isn't that fun? Look at that fish. How awesome is that? Oh, he's spunky. Out here in the open waters, you just don't know what could happen. He hit like a big trout, but then it kind of gave up, so I figured it was a salmon. Not happy. Maybe a 2-year-old fish. Nice fish. A lot of your bigger fish, you know, your 3 and 4-year-olds are gonna start staging by rivers this time of year, but you know, your 2-year-olds will still be out here. Look at that. Beauty. This could be a bigger fish. This could be a bigger fish. We're just getting the rods back down after that double. This feels heavier. I'm gonna have to slow our boat down. Literally, this fish hit when our lures were going over a 36-foot hump. That is shallow. It's not monstrous, but it feels good. That goes to show you, this is by far our biggest fish of the day. Biggest fish are gonna be your most shallow. No matter how weird it seems or how uncomfortable it feels, It proves itself over and over. Look at that redfin, baby. What a miraculous fish. Not a flaw on the whole fish. Not a lamprey mark, not a scar. Just a, whoa, that is so cool. That's one of the prettier ones I think we've caught. 50 feet of water, can you believe it? You can't see like anything around us and it's 50 feet right here. Like, what in the world? And let me tell you, there's fish here. Just wild. Just, oh, look at the fins on this guy. Look at the fins on this trout. What? Look at, those are like blood orange red. Unbelievable. I think that's a new color I just made up. Blood orange red. Who cares? Look at how beautiful that is. What a fish. What a fish. What a place, huh? There we go. 37-foot hump, clockwork, magic, like you know to expect it. Like, to not catch a fish when you go over these shallow spots, it's just not an option. You're gonna catch a fish. Nothing big, but your big fish spots on Lake Superior, they are special, number one. They are rare, number two. You just gotta, I mean, that's kind of what we do though, is we just keep grinding away, keep fishing new areas, because that's how you learn your big fish spots. Yes, we have a bunch of big fish spots in the back of our pocket, and we probably could be there today catching big fish, but hey, you might as well, the lake's big, you might as well fish it, you might as well learn. You might as well continue to educate yourself. There's so much to experience out here. What we're gonna do, I think, is get this fish in the boat, and we are gonna make a move. He's not happy. We're gonna make a move and go grab some other pieces of structure, maybe drop some jigs down, see what else can happen. We still have 5-6 hours to fish, if the wind lets us. I'm just gonna leader him. That's a dark one. Isn't that unique? Look at that fish. Awesome. Sitting out here in the middle of Lake Superior, 37-foot hump, just chilling, eating spoons that come by. What a life, huh? That's a nice fish. Thanks, buddy. Look at that. That is a thing of beauty, especially when it says 60 feet surrounded by 400 feet. There has to be fish here. So what we're gonna do is motor over it for a while. Bluebird skies, high noon right now. We're gonna see if we can drop jigs down on some fish and vertical jig them. Middle of Lake Superior. It doesn't, the anticipation doesn't get any higher. It doesn't get any more fun, especially when you have a jig rod in your hand. Feeling a fish hit. Completely untouched fish right here, I can guarantee you that much. This could get wild, or it could be a dud. Who knows? Let's find out. Let's put baits down and see what happens. This fish is taking me to town. Yes. Look at this. What a fish. That's one of our bigger ones of the day.
But like, oh my god, it's already up. Literally, I just had this fish absolutely destroy my bondi, and that's a good fish too. Ah, yes!